Hi everyone, it's a bit of a weekly update. I know it's Wednesday, but I was just waiting on some information just to see where we were before I sent one out because I kind of wanted to. There's obviously a lot of action going on in terms of the relaxation of restrictions on open water and land training, and I needed to discuss that last night with the exec committee to see where we stand on that at this point. So I wanted to give you an update from there. So. We're not going to, as a program, run additional open water sessions. It's not feasible to do so with the staff being furloughed. It just means that the hours required to do it would mean that we'd have to come all back, and it's just not financially, to a degree, possible to do that. And also, open water qualification. You need to have an open water qualification to be able to run those sessions, which I don't actually have. The Olympic coach for open water in Tokyo, and I don't have a qualification. It's a Swim England protocol, and I'm doing mine through British Swimming. So I think the only one we actually have within the program is Danny. So we're not going to continue into that. It's also, if you want to swim open water, as I've said previously, you can go and use that as part of your cardio fitness, and it's not an issue to go and do open water. Just make sure that you've either done it before or you're extremely safe in knowing what you should be doing and how to do it. I know Swim England do have some protocols out there for it. In terms of coaching in open water, it's not actually a massive benefit. I've seen a lot of clubs doing it and trying to do all different things and taking sessions, but actually it doesn't really work. You're wearing, predominantly, mostly you'll be wearing wetsuits, restricts and changes your stroke completely. Your legs become more buoyant. It's an arm-dominated swimming action in terms of open water because of the wetsuit. So technique work isn't really worth doing. It's just a fitness exercise. So where do we stand? Tuesday of next week, I have a 3-hour meeting with Swim England regarding return to train and how that looks. On the back of that meeting, we will start to put in place, there's going to be a release by Swim England on the 14th or 15th of June, I believe, about how it's going to start to look for everybody to see and all clubs to see. We'll obviously have some information prior so we can start prepping. We're going to start sending out some emails regarding return to train in July and return to train or return to Titans in September. And they will be with you shortly. It'd be good to have those back. It means we can start organising the squads, deciding on the numbers of how they would work in July. But also, in addition, how the programme looks as we come out of this in September. Numbers, squads, how it's all going to work. And so we could do with having those back as soon as possible. I know Rachel will put a closing date on that. And if you haven't completed it, then unfortunately we wouldn't have you on the list at that point. So please make sure you get them back. Beyond that, we will have a 4th of July, which is the government and Swim England at the moment. That's their return to training date that they've put out. So we're still continuing along that route, and that's what we will be focusing on. Even when the information comes out on the 14th or 15th of June, it gives us 2 weeks to get the pools up and running, to go and do a recce, to make sure that when we're entering the pool, we're entering in the right way. When we're exiting, we're leaving at a different section of the pool so there's no cross-contamination, making sure that we've got our thermometer checks ready, making sure that we've got our 3 simple medical questions ready. And really that's how we'll get ourselves ready to go for July, hopefully. And if it's put back from that, it's put back from that. But that's where we're going to be at. I understand there'll be a lot of people wanting to get back in and really pushing for it. But as a club and as a programme, that's our stance at this point in time. I reiterate what I said, I think it was 11 weeks ago. There's no rush. We've got plenty of time till our Olympic trials or till our British Summer Championships. I think we've got 56 weeks or something like that till that point. So let's not panic. Let's take our time. Let's just make sure we do this correctly. It's far better to do it right than be knocked back and then it take longer and longer. So that's it from me. I wanted to give you an update on that really and get those dates to you. All right. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon.